Hey, Joe Mastriano, CPA, and in light of recent developments of the new bill that was passed, where the IRS is going to hire about 87,000 auditors, and a lot of people, newscasters, are complaining, they're coming after us, and I say that too. But this video is pretty much going to be in behalf of the IRS because you got to realize that the IRS is a big organization. They've been underfunded. COVID really wiped them out. You've got a lot of people working from home. They're unsupervised. Their equipment is barely working. And they've got managers and the people above them that tell them what to do. So a lot of times they can't even use their own judgment in situations. And everybody talks like they're a victim, but I've done taxes for over 40 years, since 1975. I started my CPA firm in 1980. And yes, they can be unreasonable. I have kind of an abusive situation going on in an audit right now by the IRS, and the manager is so overworked, and um, his area is understaffed. What's he going to do? They have to pick and choose which battles they want to fight. A lot of IRS employees are put in a very bad situation. So the best thing to do is what I've always been saying for years: quit going to these non professionally licensed companies, like your national tax preparation companies or these local companies, and just giving them the return and saying, "Oh, I got a $5,000 refund. Yeah, that sounds good. It's more than what the other guy was going to get me." Tax preparation is not a matter of how big the refund is. It should be following the rules and using the rules to increase your refund or lower the taxes you have to pay as much as possible within the scope of the rules, which is why law firms, CPA firms, professionally licensed companies, or enrolled agents who are very, very experienced and knowledgeable should be doing your returns. Not these low level juniors in companies, and I find them even in CPA firms, who just go on the computer and use TurboTax or TaxAct or some other program, and they just take your numbers and put them in and let the computer calculate it, and they have no understanding, and so you have no understanding. So I'll be real clear: when a tax return gets prepared, the wage and income transcript needs to be checked. You need to see what third party payers have filed on you. If you don't have that knowledge, you might fail the matching program, and you're going to be audited, not because the big bad IRS is targeting you, is because your preparer and you didn't have enough intelligence to make sure you knew what the IRS has on you before you file that tax return. Number two, I've heard newscasters talk about people choosing to file paper returns as if it's wrong. Well, I'll tell you right now, we do paper returns because they need to change the rules about e-filing. You need to be able to attach statements and documents to be able to explain your positions on returns so you don't get audited. In fact, I have a 4-part checklist that in the last 8, 9 years we've been using, and to this day, not one person that we've used it for has been audited, and sometimes we took aggressive positions. See, this is the knowledge that taxpayers need to have. You need to not fail the matching program of what they have on you, item by item. Another great example is self-employed return. There may be 5 1099s, and I've seen this even in CPA firms. They total it up, they put the number on the return, and the IRS has no idea whether you reported those 1099s or not, because there's other income that's on there too that's not on the 1099, so they can't match them up. Also, explanations need to be on the return explaining why your vehicle deduction is 50% of your gross income. A lot of people cheat, and a lot of low dollar taxpayers, you can't base it on income. You can't say, well, I make less than 200,000, because I see returns where people make 7, 8 million, and they have so many deductions, it's down to like $50,000, and they call themselves a low income taxpayer. So I've done audits for decades. I know what the IRS looks for. If you got an audit letter, please call Stephanie, 713-774-4467. Let me personally protect you from the mistakes that you and your tax preparer made, that you handed this to the IRS. You gave the IRS the problem in the first place. That's most audits. Some audits are just routine audits, discriminant income function audits, but most audits can be prevented. Call Stephanie, 713-774-4467. Learn how to prevent an audit, and let's protect you if you're being audited. Thank you.